23158 or 033-2320-201 or 033-2322-499. You can listen to us on our website www.uaw.edu.gh. Radio Windabe, the ultimate in-campus radio.
Okay, so right here, like you can see on Facebook, it's about Francis Owusu-Mensah, head coach for the Fuji Table Tennis Academy in Focus right about now. Last week we could have gotten this one, but as a result of some one or two things, it couldn't come our way. So, like you know, we pushed a bit for institutional sport advancement. We are barely under 80 minutes to wrap this one up, and then we call it a day. And a day set aside to celebrate all mothers. Let me say, Coach, long time no see. How have you been?
Just around. Sometimes, you know, the workload, it really takes us out of sight.
Space.
I mean, okay. for our listeners and our viewers. But today I'm in, and I'm in for good.
Okay. So it was to do with Aboakyer. Take us through that experience again, just briefly, in about 5 minutes, and we look at those other aspects.
All right. So a very special good evening to our listeners and viewers. God richly bless them that they always tune in to Radio Windabe 98.3 FM. And special good evening to the director of the Windabe Radio Windabe. Yes, he's doing well. Sports inclusive. I mean, all sports disciplines. He makes sure
that was what he taught us. So we can miss that very trajectory.
Yeah. I also want to take a moment to explain why I'm in this attire. Okay. I lost my mom.
Okay.
Thank you. Someone who is so dear to me when I came to Winneba here around 2010. She has been like a mom to me, and she passed on Wednesday. So
that's a heavy blow.
Yes, a heavy blow to me. I was in one of the studios when I had a text message from, the husband, that's my dad here, that Age Bash passed on late in the evening. So such a painful experience to me. She contacted me, I think, 5 days ago, that Kofi me who watch it. I said, Mom, maybe fear. So I could have made it. It's very, very, very hurting.
Accept our condolences.
Today also mark a special.
I was just about touching on that. Accept our condolences. And
thank you.
We pray for her departed spirit to rest safely in the bosom of the life giver, that God grant her an eternal and peaceful rest.
Thank you.
Peaceful rest.
Thank you.
You are here today because of her. And today is Mother's Day. I know you're going to say that to all mothers out there. So many other people that have mothers.
To my special mom, my sister Owusu-Mensah, God richly bless her wherever she finds herself. And to my dad, the month of May is also a day or a month that he often celebrate his birthday. Mr. Francis Owusu-Mensah, aka Jasper, Nanaba Jasper. It's your own son, Owusu-Mensah Francis Kentalasios. Special birthday message to you. Today marks a milestone in your life, your 60th birthday. As your son, I'm overwhelmed with emotions thinking about the sacrifices you've made for our family, and also to the extended family. Unwavering support and unconditional love. 60 years of life, love, laughter, and adventure. And we are grateful for every moment. Here's to many more years of wisdom, joy, and cherished moments together. Happy 60th birthday, Jasper. Nanaba. So I do remember when I was in the basic school, my dad would always encourage me to do my best when it comes to sports. There was one time that we were going to play the Super Zonas table tennis, and my uncle brought a brand new shoe, not for me, but for my dad. And when I came home, I told my dad, in fact, I need the brand new shoe to help win the game. So he asked me, Ken, are you sure if I give you the brand new shoe, you're going to win? I said, yeah, Dad, I'm going to win it. So the next morning, I was just making fun of it, but the next morning, I woke up and the brand new shoes were just in front of my bed. After taking my shower, I just took it. I wore it, and anyway,
you were good to go.
I lost that much, but we are still in the game, table tennis. Yeah. So I think, Bright, you asked me brief about
How the
Aboakyer Fiesta tournament went on.
Okay.
So the plan was to invite, as usual, Centwest always represents Central and Western region tournament, a particular tournament that we normally organize purposely to help develop talent in Western region and also Central region. I happen to be the organizer of that Centwest program for the first and second edition, but we are of hope that one day other clubs in Central region or Western region would also organize the same Centwest tournament, not necessarily Aboakyer, but any program that has to do with.
So we don't wait for a festival before doing something like that.
Yeah, I think last 2 years it was in December. Then last year it was in the month of May, and this year to happen to be the month of May. Just that we didn't publicize last year's own like the way we did this very
time
year.
around.
Yeah. So I will just sit on the semi-final.
Okay.
Let me say that it was.
But how many players were involved?
Yeah, 40 players.
40 table tennis players.
The idea was to bring in 20 players, but unfortunately, it's been years or it's been months. Our national players had a chance to play table tennis. So when they got know of that, there was no way they would allow us to use the 20. So we ended up using 40 in all.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the semi-finals, we had in the singles, we had Augustine Bedu, who played with Theophilus Ocher, and Ruben C.P. Okai, who also played with Joshua Okai. So in the semi-finals, singles, I must say that Konyaku dominated that particular event with 3 players coming from Konyaku and Ruben C.P. Okai coming from Cape Coast. So that was a wonderful performance from Konyaku. Then at the final, we had Augustine Bedu and Ruby C.P. Okai. They played the final. Fortunately for Ruben, I mean, he was the winner for the singles, and Augustine Bedu was the second. Then we had Theophilus Ocher and Joshua Okai also taking up the 3rd bracket position. So that is for the single events. Then we move on to the team event. The team event, we use the Olympic system where individual players will play match 1 and match 2, and then the 3rd match will be on doubles. So let me just summarize it. The team semi-final event, we had Cape Coast A playing against Konyaku, then Efutu A also played against Western Region A. So at the final, we had Konyaku and Efutu A playing the final. Eventual winners, Konyaku happened to be the winner for the second edition of Centwest tournament for the team event. Then Efutu A, they took the second position. Cape Coast A and Western Region A also shared the 3rd and 4th position. I think I have to take it again.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I initially said, we had the group events, semi-final. Cape Coast A played against Konyaku. Efutu A played against Western Region A. So at the final, we had Konyaku and Efutu A playing the final. So Konyaku, they were the eventual winners for the team event.
Always a powerhouse.
Always the powerhouse.
Konyaku.
I tell you, Konyaku. Because even in the single event, we had 3 players, I mean, in the semi-final.
From the same
space. Yeah.
Wow.
Joshua Okai, Theophilus Ocher, and Augustine Bedu. You know, you remember Augustine Bedu?
Sure.
Once a student, UW. The 1,000 medals won 2-3 years ago. He was part of the team. So, yeah. So Konyaku, eventual winners, taking the gold medal, then Efutu A, second, then 3rd and 4th position, that is Cape Coast A and Western Region A. I must say that we are using A and B because some clubs created 2 teams. For instance, Efutu, we had Team A, Team B, Konyaku, Team A, Cape Coast, Team A and B, and also Western Region, Team A and Team B. Then there were also Under 12 championship for selected players. In all, we had 10 under 12 players who came to play all. So it was a massive job for the kids for almost a year without any tournament. Finally, John Joshua Abedu
Okay.
The father is a Fanti. As I said, Centwest is, competition purposely for Fantis, Central and Western. So
we are told the whole family was in
Yeah,
attendance.
yes, the whole family, they were in attendance. I must say that Timothy Abedu did very well. I mean, big ups to him.
So it's a family of table tennis.
Family of table tennis. I tell you, the firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn, fourthborn, they all playing table tennis, and they are doing marvelously well. I'm working on bringing the first daughter to either Wesley Gates or Holyco. We need him. We need the family. Yes, in Central regions. I hope the father will allow me to do that because.
So using the power of Radio Windy Bay, 98.3 FM to do some negotiation this very evening. Let me just do this as I get back to you. So if you just flick your dial, we are in this very race one with one of our own. That's Francis Owusu-Mensah. He's a head coach for the Futu Table Tennis Academy. He superintended over a Futu Festival table tennis tournament. So far, he's run by as the initial party. Let's go beyond what you were telling us, the under 12 area, beyond the Abedu family factor.
Yeah. So we had the second position, 2 players, because as I said, it was all play also. We had Joel Damson and Stephen Donko from Winneba taking the second position. Then Gaius Eko Kumsin, that is the son of the Central Regional coach, Coach Parkwesi. Yeah, a very talented boy. I hope to see him in the next 1 year or 2 years, how he's going to play. I mean, he's having a very super forehand, loops and other stuff. Then we have Nathan Obrempong Abedu, also the son of Timothy Abedu. He's the second vice, I think, president or chairman, Ashanti region. So the family currently...
Sports is really taking all the boxes in recent time. We're running out of time, so let's try to fast forward here. I'm going to make it 2 in 1 here. For our audience on Facebook, they qualify to post their comments there. So remember, we have just under 10 minutes to exit the studio. Just be on Facebook, and then you catch a glimpse of Coach Francis Owusu-Mensah. He's the one in charge of the Futu Table Tennis Academy. And table tennis, for some of us, I remember my initial years in Winneba was one of the things that caught my heart and still wins my heart as well because of the exploit of the legendary Owusu Ado, what he did for table tennis and particularly for AW to even become a Guza Games champion, for want of a better expression. So remember, be on Facebook, Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, and then post your comment there as well, Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. And as a result of the magnanimity of our team, you can also come through on the activated studio line now, 0503923158 via SMS or WhatsApp, or you call live and share your congratulatory message with our very head coach here, and that is Francis Owusu-Mensah. So what 3 things would you say were the positives based on the program you organized, Coach?
Wow. I must say that, 1, communication. Communication. I think it was on short time notice, but I think we communicated with the players involved, and then the various executives, that is the Central Regional executives, and then the club executives, as well as the Western Regional executive. And a big ups to Romeo. He was once student here, and I think he went out with either a bronze or silver medal years ago. Currently, he is an executive member of the Western Regional Table Tennis Association, and also Ismail Amma, the current chairman of the Western Regional Table Tennis Association. I think they did well, mobilizing over 15 players or so from Western region to. So the first one is communication. Then the second one is commitment on the side of the players. Their readiness to come and take part in a program like this, which does not necessarily involve money as the cash prizes.
The passion.
Yes, but the passion, the love to come all the way from various places to come and take part in a program like this. I think it's one positive thing that I can never forget. Yes. Then to the
final one.
Yeah, to the Winneba executives. And this one is in 2 fold. So Winneba executive and Radio Windy Bay.
Okay, when you talk about the Winneba executives, for my audience who don't know the executives, would you mind and let us know?
Yeah. So I must say, Dr. Akofo, Dr. Akofo.
Instead of our own hypers department.
UW hypers department.
Okay.
Then Dr. Abaka, I think Dr. Patrick Abaka.
Okay.
Then Professor Hifford. Then Reverend Agatha Apo, Reverend Joyce. Currently, she's education officer at the Winneba Education Office.
Wow.
Then Kofi Bruku, a facilitator at the MAGHS, also in Winneba, and myself. I think the cost of organizing tournament
has not been easy.
Especially when we don't charge for registration, but rather invite players, to come and participate.
What was the relationship like in a snappy fashion? I know Marco Afajinu, the Federation President, is your good friend as well.
Yeah.
How has the relationship been like going forward? And then with the National Sports College, since we've had our big brother, Baf Husseini, taking over as the acting director in organizing events of such nature.
Yeah. I think the Winneba Sports College already have had few communications with some of the executive members, so we are yet to collaborate with them, so that when we organize the program that is beyond our financial strength and in terms of facilities, I believe that with that collaboration we can get a good place with tables and other stuff that can help us to invite more clubs. And that also brings to mind we are working on a photo opens.
Okay, I hope you have UW on board as well, like the hypers department and all those other. Quickly, what should we expect from the Winneba or the Efutu Table Tennis Academy in the coming months?
So there is a program already that we are preparing. As I said, the Efutu opens.
Okay.
There's going to be Homowo Championship. We are yet to know the day that they are going to organize that tournament. Then one of the most decorated umpire and referee, and also a coach. I mean, I think the only coach, if not in West Africa, or David Senior.
David Senior.
Yeah, okay. Yes, David Senior. He's organizing a program, Volta region, I think in the month of August,
so
September.
We're looking at Central region, Greater Accra, and Volta, based on what you've said so far.
Yeah, and I'm also looking at the date that the Homo War will be organized, and then that of the Volta will be organized, so that we don't fix a date that will, coincide.
We hope they would be organized at separate times, so that it would really
to. There will be Costa Table Tennis Tournament, purposely for kids within 12 years and 15 years. Then there's also going to be a photo opens.
Okay.
That is for seniors, both male and female. Yeah. Then we wrap up with that's already in discussion with veterans. The president. We are yet to come to common understanding.
Okay.
Finally, masquerade. Okay. The first week or the last week of December. Maybe hoping to host the veterans also in
a minute or two. What does one need to play table tennis, Coach Francis?
If you are old, let's say above 30 years, you need to play table tennis to be fit, strong, and to be smart. Already, doctors have already, given so many reasons why grown-ups should play table tennis. For good eye coordination, for physical, strength, and also for health benefits. In all. But then for young ones, if you really want to enjoy sports, then table tennis is one of the disciplines that you can actually do purposely, one, to help you get good school, scholarship to first class schools in both GHS, HHS, and then even at the university. And beyond. I wouldn't forget this, that this year, Efutu Table Tennis Academy able to enter 3 students full scholarship. KN University. We have Dandelion Bentum, Prince Yaboa, and Andrews Kwesi Edu Afo. Wow. So Andrews and Prince completed Fatipim just this year, and quickly, KN University.
Would have to come back here to the studio and continue the Zoe Crusade based on the green light you got in from the father of this home, Collins Kofi Owuku, and coincidentally the executive producer of this production as well. So on our screen, sound like you mentioned, it's all mothers out there. A few words you'd want to share with mothers today, not just in Winneba, but around the globe. Coach, I'll give you just a minute and a half, then we hand over to the next team.
So this very special message goes to our wife, bright wives.
That's interesting. I'm not a polygamist, so don't have to put me in that very space. I don't know. Actually, all the mothers around the globe. So let's play
this one goes to her. I mean, she has been a caring woman. So, I mean, happy Mother's days to her and to all mothers. We say Ayiko for the commitment, sacrifices, and I mean, good job done. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, and every year.
Sure.
God richly bless them as we celebrate their day. Thank
So
you.
in Winneba and around the globe, once again, like Coach did do that one. Remember, he is the head coach of the Futu Table Tennis Academy. And we're going to do more of this in the coming weeks as well. Happy Mother's Day to all those that have paid their due. I mean, those that have left us, who have joined the great of the ages, those still with us, and even those who are would-be mothers, and then all of that as well. Can you think about the human race without motherhood, or mothers, for want of a better expression? This production was made possible. Kanketi, Sir Collins, Kofi, Ewoku, the multimedia team supportive of this grand adventure as well. My name is Bright Kojofuga. Next week, we're going to be back for a lot more from the world of sport. But don't forget, as things happens to be around the globe, let me try to closely on that very score. So because in Ghana, these are the results coming through. Radabana Sekim is running away with a 3-1 win against Sky FC. Ebusian Dwarfs running away with a 1-0 lead against Nzema Kotoko. Almina Sharks 0-0. That's Park Academy. Future Stars have coasted to a 2-1 win against New Dubiase today. Hohwa United 3-1 advantage against FC Nania. Home Stars 1-2 advantage Interallies. Kings Palace 3-1 against Kofodia FC. Northern City are trailing VC Warriors by 1-2. Rainmasters Great Olympics no goal in that game despite 90-minute clock check there. Sefi All Stars are literally running riot against UCC Warriors with a comfortable 3-0 margin. Secondly, 11 Wise 2-0 lead against Ross Park. Lower tier of SC Mediama. Not to forget, True Democracy barring against Port City. Wapa have added another one. So it's 2-goal advantage against Real Tamale. And where, like we spoke to you, remember, I know our senior colleague Seth Mayanga of our own Nice FM is in attendance. Our own Franklin Awembila is also in attendance as well. And King Kobe, like he told me, of the exclusives as well. Here there's one. It's about Sweden All Blacks, who have struck first. So they are leading now by go to nothing against soccer intellectuals. We just await the additional time in this one. Get to know how it will be. Whatever the case tomorrow, join us on the morning show. Keep you posted on all of those very developments right here, 98.3 FM as well. However, elsewhere in Germany's 1-2 advantage in Pauli, 64 minutes. And then in Italy, is Torino 0, Inter Milan still 1, La Liga, Atletico Bilbao 0, Alaves 0 as well. And then in the English Premier League, they say wonders will never end. After taking a 2-goal lead, it is Arsenal that is gradually trying to do what Barcelona did against Real Madrid today in the El Clasico. It is now 2-0 with 20 good more minutes to play. So when you take a look at this one, between Arne Slot and then Mikel Arteta, who is more hungrier, for want of a better expression, to win this encounter. But don't forget that the trophy or the ultimate has already been decided for Liverpool. And it's also been decided in Germany. So a lot more later right here, 98.3 FM. Our special guest on the show this evening and this afternoon happens to have been Francis Owusu-Mensah, head coach of the Futu Table Tennis Academy right here in Winneba. Coach, quickly, I know we many a time will not do this professionally, but as tradition demands, Sankofa Yunchi, how can parents and guardians would be table tennis enthusiasts out there get in contact with you? Your numbers.
Yeah, all right. So my number 0248 155478 0248 155478, or just use Google Map straight to ACM School. That is where our training center is. We don't charge anything. All that we need, to do is a consent from the parents. The
Okay.
parents should bring the kid and just
Absolutely.
register the kid to the academy, and that is all. There's nothing to pay. We don't charge anything. We provide the racket and everything to the kids for free. And,
Unbelievable. So that is it for you. Remember, on that digitalization note, that's the upgrade. You remember, you had it. Google Map, and you're good to go. But the number once more, 0248 155478. 0248 155478. So remember, like we started this very show this day, it happens to be the grand one in honor of our mothers, home and abroad. To God be the eternal glory. Do not go anywhere. Our program up next after this one is the Windy Choral Hour with the man Abdul Hamid Amponsa.
This is Radio Windy Bay. Windy Bay 98.3 FM. This is Radio Windy Bay. Windy Bay 98.3 FM.
This is Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Follow us on our various social media handles. On Facebook is Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, or Instagram Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, Twitter at Windy Bay 983 FM, YouTube is Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, WhatsApp and text us on 0503 923 158, or contact us on 050 3923 158, or 033 2320 201, or 033 2322 499. You can listen to us on our website www.uaw.edu.gh. Radio Windy Bay, the ultimate in-campus radio. This is Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Follow us on our various social media handles. On Facebook is Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, or Instagram Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, Twitter at Windy Bay 983 FM, YouTube is Radio Windy Bay 98.